Squeekyg. Favorites, Mega Random, TomBombadil with Nomad. Then we move on to Arabia, Nile Delta, a bunch of bands, and we end up with Enclosed. Now I will say this is a little bit odd, but they played this out of order. It's a little confusing with how the draft goes. So we actually start, I believe, on Nomad, and then Enclosed should have been the first map played, but that's not how it worked. But I caught them before the set was over, and they did play Enclosed ultimately at some point. I'll say no more for risk of any spoilers, but it's going to be a little bit different spacing, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't make a huge difference. The maps that should have been played were pretty much played. So, Berbers, Franks, Squeekyg. I also know for a fact here sniped Berbers. I think he got. I think he maneuvered it so that he would get host captain and get first pick, so that he could take Berbers from TomBombadil. Because he's looking at his old games, and TomBomb has a lot of Berbers games under his belt. He's been playing that civ since the dawn of time. Ethiopians, Portuguese for Squeekyg. They're taking this pretty seriously. Khmer, Cumans, Lithuanians, Ethiopians, Britons, Spanish, Turks, Goths, and Bulgarians last picks there. So, gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Alright, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, welcome back to the Winter Badge. We've had a little break. We have fewer players that are left, so they have to either dedicate more time to playing Age or... Oh, you know what? Can we get the music in here? Oh yeah, there we go. They have to either dedicate more time to playing Age, or we just spread out the games a little bit over the weeks. We'll get this done before winter is over. You don't even worry about it. Okay. So what's going on around here? We've got TomBombadil in yellow as the Spanish here. Oh, and there he is. He's green. This is why T90 always does blue and red, so it's easy to see. I got a little lost here in the trees and whatnot, but Squeekyg in green, playing as the Khmer. TomBombadil, welcome in. Cam is camera, by the way. Yes, welcome in. Fish speakers also. Good to have you guys here. We got TomBomb already getting that TC down a little bit faster. Squeaky did ultimately find somewhere with some good food, some gold, some wood nearby. Tom might actually see that town center pretty quickly, though, as he has instantly docked with this first vill. And where did that villager actually go? The dock not providing much for the time being. Looks like the villager built the dock and then came up to the town center. This guy, he's moving out, I think, to pick up some goats, or possibly just a little scouting. Not sure. Yeah, he's going goat sniping. And now Squeaky with the dock as well. Now I think these players do have the basic idea down, right? But they've got the right idea down building those docks early. But I think something that is pretty key here is putting it next to a shorefish, and then having the villager that builds that dock actually gathering that shorefish, so you have a little bit of food income right from the word go, you know? I think that's a lot of the reasoning behind the early dock most of the time on Nomad. But so far it's looking like pretty even. The TC being up slower for Squeekyg has been a little bit rough for that villager count. Also, he's housed right now because you don't have the same like default start, right? So it's hard to remember to do those houses. TomBombadil with some houses out in the middle of nowhere here. He's actually using this villager to scout, like, in a pretty committed way. Okay. Squeaky with a boar available right there under the TC, and some very convenient ostriches too. But he's already pumping out fishing ships. Somewhat. Not enough food for any vills. So that's a little rough, but you know, it's Nomad. Things get a little more messy. It's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, now, in my opinion, the music's it's probably too loud. Good grief. Alright. Chat, let me know if you got any feedback on that. I'm not listening to the full stream, as you know. Can't listen to myself talk. Okay. 2 fishing ships now for Squeekyg. Nothing in that dock queued yet for TomBombadil, but he's definitely proven to be more practiced in like the meta builds in the past, I think. So he's working with about, what is this, 7 on wood, 4 on food, pumping out bills a little bit more consistently. Idle right now, that said, but music is fine. Okay, good to hear it. Now Squeaky on that ostrich. I do love that. Only both of these players have like accessible ostrich too. That's pretty solid. Let's see, what's the scouting? Wow, TomBombadil just using that villager to scout and build houses whenever he needs them. That's a good play. Squeaky just working with the darkness for the time being. He sees, oh, he doesn't see that goat. Doesn't necessarily need it. One thing though Squeaky does see is TomBombadil's dock, so that's some good information. Tom probably assumes Squeaky is somewhere like over here or something, right? I think no, I don't think he would have seen the the treaty lines. Well, and Nomad, if you don't know, there's right when you're building your town center, you're not allowed to build your town center like too close. It's within like 8 tiles or something of somebody else's TC. So there's like a little lines demarcating that zone that you can see through the fog of war during the first like 5 minutes or before both players have their town center up. Very useful. It prevents a lot of weird TC like dropping, but also it's very useful for identifying where your enemy is sometimes. If you just look in that fog of war in the first couple minutes. But I don't think TomBombadil knows where Squeekyg is. Squeaky also in the dark on the location of the enemy TC. Okay, Fish. Thank you for your vote of chaos there. 5 fishing ships for Squeaky, 3 for Tom now. We're here on the, what is this? Lower bracket. Some call it the loser's bracket. I guess both of these players have lost in order to get here. Loser's bracket, 3rd round. Whoever wins this will move to the loser's bracket final round. We love our villager pathing here. These will not show up as idle. They think they're working. I guess whoever loses this would be technically 4th overall. So pretty good result there, I think. Either way. But it's a best of 5, so plenty of gaming to come. I do appreciate the walling here. Squeaky kind of, I mean, it's nice to keep him safe, but he's kind of blocking his way into this like little edge case, this little corner. Chinese supervisor's village. What? Oh, I see. Wait, okay, yeah, no, they're they think they're officials. I don't. The Khmer, is that Southeast Asian? Is that, I think they have elephants, right? They're like kind of close to China in geographical sense, right? I think. Chat. Okay, we actually have 8 fishing ships for green, 7 for yellow now. They're going ham with the fish, and I like it. Gonna need to see a redock from Squeaky at some point, though. TomBombadil is actually a minute 13 away from Feudal Age. Squeaky not really super close as yet. Tom with a little more robust food economy. I think he sent a few to gather some random Gaia resources around the map. Cambodian. Ah. Yeah, so, you know, kind of close. Okay, we've got a little scout fishing ship going all the way around the entire edge of the map from Squeaky. I appreciate that. And there is actually the second dock, and it is, I guess, what could be considered a forward dock. An aggressively placed forward dock from Squeaky. Very close to TomBombadil. Also, Tom going for another fishing ship after aging up. Could potentially have looked for a quick fire ship to do some damage on these fish. But again, he doesn't actually know that that's there yet, so. Squeaky now a minute 30 away from Feudal himself, and Tom is actually looking for that fast castle. He's got the resources, just needs a blacksmith. And should have the wood there now, and going for it with 3 vills. It's gonna be pretty quick. Squeaky, he's gonna be hitting Feudal in a good 30 seconds, minute after Tom clicks castle, so impressive stuff there from our yellow player. See if he's able to defend, see if Squeaky is gonna come out with any aggression. We have 8 barracks, so might expect a stable in a minute. We're gonna have enough food or enough wood for that. Does Squeekyg know where his enemy is yet? No, not yet. But scouts should resolve that quickly. There's no walling here from TomBombadil, so. Also, the TC kind of protects that gold. It's going to be a little hard to raid, especially with the current state of pathing in the game is just atrocious, and I will not play any more 1v1s until they fix it. I've decided that after losing about 10 in a row online. Oh man. Let's see, where are these relics? If it comes to that, what do we got? Some aggression here, the fire ship coming in as we are trying to sidetrack. Squeaky could lose some of these fishing ships though, they're kind of all getting in the way of each other. Fire galley is queued for Squeakyg. He just was housed for a minute there, but it will come out eventually. I mean, these ships are certainly doing something. Shorefish, how much is left on that? 0. Okay, now they'll move. Now they'll move away, do something more with their time. 44 vills to 32. TomBombadil has spent a lot of time in the age up timer, but he should be able to get a second TC down now if he wants to, or really, he should just have a lot of options. Did we have that scout rush at all? Not yet. There's been a lot more focus on the water. Doesn't want to lose these 17 fishing ships. And there's just, oh, we got water micro, fishing ship, fire ship micro. Has, okay, 2 docks now seen from TomBombadil might make him think, yeah, okay, this guy is down here after all. Squeaky still not really much of a clue at this point. He does have the wood for some kind of military building on land. I would love to see a stable. He's going to try and go Castle Age. Now, TomBombadil has actually just completed the War Galley upgrade, so those fire ships are now actually fire ships instead of fire galleys. Going to give him a big advantage in any kind of water war. What is going on around? Just dock up here. Somebody dock over here. Please. Squeaky, I just need you to build another dock, like, on the other side of the map. It's a lot to worry about, I guess. This is just a real mess, and I think either player at this point, like, as it stands, isn't going to really lose much by losing their fishing ships. Like, this is so inefficient. But, you know, it's rough when you start down here. Like, you got 3 deep fish and that's it, so they've given their boost. They've served their purpose. Both players getting that food income early is really what fishing ships is about. That quick payoff. Squeekyg re-walling with a little house there. And what do we have from TomBombadil in the castle age? I think it's pretty much just the water play for the time being. Squeeky is really stacking a lot of ships in the docks now. He wants to get critical mass before taking any fights. The double dock, though, triple dock should help here. Yeah, I mean, I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. I think he wanted to win water with this dock forward, but TomBombadil with that faster castle age time. Here's bloodlines for Squeekyg. I think we are going to see... Please let it be knights. I think Khmer Knights could be really strong here. Market as well now. Either player is going for more town centers. I guess it costs wood that maybe they want to spend on something else. Tom actually just prioritizing the castle. Does he know where Squeaky's TC is yet? No. But I'm gonna guess looking at the score, he might decide to walk down here and drop a castle, and that could be devastating if it happened. Squeeky with some random fire ships here. He is gonna have the numbers ultimately to clean this up. But he's lost, I think, every single fishing ship. Yeah, they all died just walking back and forth this random, like, direction. So that's rough for him. And no fire, no war galley upgrade yet is gonna mean these trades aren't as good as they could be, but he's got his mind on other things. There's the castle, not as bad as it could have been, but it is a Spanish castle right on your face. So well played from TomBombadil to figure out, well, I guess he is also scouted like the entire map with a spearman with some goats, so well played from him to figure out, like, okay, my enemy's down here and it's time to get real. This castle should actually not range much on its own. A couple villas here are gonna have to be moved, but really the problem for Squeekyg is gonna be what comes out of the castle. Looking at our eco right now, we're getting fletching for a little extra castle range too. Remind me, chat, you know more about this than me, maybe. Conchs are golden food, am I right? Or is it golden wood? Both players losing all their fishing is going to slow things down. Oh, never mind. Tom is actually running with his... Okay, so it's golden food. So TomBombadil has some food problems. He's taking a lot more ostriches. He's taking the berries, but gonna need to seed more farms. He has the wood to do it. He's just gonna need the APM. Squeeky might be overdoing it on the water here. I hope he doesn't queue any more fishing ships. I think he's decided that's enough. Tom gonna kind of sack the water now for some... I thought this yellow dot was a dock, but it's just a goat. For some more land play, I think. But he's actually not really going all in or anything. He's just, you know, got his opponent at arm's length, you know. You want to see 8 p.m.? Here we go. Here's the in-depth breakdown. We got whole different categories. Okay, so this is military eco, and this is like average total. Interesting stuff. I don't know, I guess this is updating live. We could look at the average later. Worker eco, efficiency. Okay, the worker efficiency is showing very low for Tom right now, just because these fishing ships are going across the entire map. Squeeky is also re-adding fishing ships, which I really appreciate. You got the water control now, so you might as well double down on that. Now, here come the conchs. Tom taking control, adding farms. Maybe could add a second town center, but wants to focus... Oh, there it is, in fact. I was going to say wants to focus on killing right now, which is definitely worthy pursuit in a war game. Now, Tom's got 4 fishing ships that once they come back here, they're just gonna show up every time he presses the idle button because he doesn't have another dock. Squeeky with a proxy secret town center Pink Panther sneaking across the map, town center, to the left side. And actually, Tom, I do appreciate this watchtower here as well. A little watchtower creep, and the siege workshop for Mangonels. Going to be able to push the town center and ultimately take it out, I think, because Squeekyg does not have any kind of army whatsoever. Not sure what his plan is right now, as far as, you know, taking back any kind of control. I think he's fully focused on fleeing at this point. Would love to see some army from him, but his workers have not been bringing in resources much over the last minute or so. And he's kind of low on everything, so I think he's focusing on cockroaching, on turtling, and surviving. And the Conquistador number continues to climb. Mangonels are on their way. These fishing ships are, I mean, they're fishing. I guess Tom could easily just drop another dock somewhere, I don't know. But we'll see. Scouting right now. Squeaky did go the one place Tom has not. He doesn't really have any eyes, so good choice there, be it luck or just solid decision making. And there's a okay, very interesting castle from Squeekyg. That's gonna lock down an area. It's on a hill. Protects the wood line, protects the cross, like the path to the left here. And maybe a stone wall on the left shore, and he would be a little bit secure there. Gonna need to chop some wood though, actually. One bonus for Squeekyg though at the minute is he does have fish. He has free fishing, so you know, losing the starting town center is not a good thing. And the villager count is, well, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. He's gonna lose like 5 more villas here too when the DC goes down. These conks are doing a great job kiting or just blocking any kind of escape route. Here come elite skirms with the armor upgrade too. So that should, in the right numbers, be able to handle conquistadors. Do we have ballistics? No, but I think that's reaching a bit much, like to ask for ballistics at this point. Trying to wall them out there. The conks do take some hits. They take some losses to the fire ships, but these foes are gonna have to fall back. It is 4 conquistadors on the field right now, and 2 mangonels versus, what is this, 11 fire ships and 4 skirmishers, soon to be 5. Squeaky's gonna need an answer to the mangonels and the fortifications. I think a siege workshop of his own into his own mangonels probably would be the play, but it's so awkward right now for Squeekyg. Like, it's just so awkward losing the TC down here, being squished into a little like crescent moon base at the beginning. It was pretty rough. Oh my full castle, fully queued with conks. Love to see it. This is a Spanish player living the dream right now. Would also love to see another dock here from Squeaky, even, I mean, from either player, but the water, it just adds like an extra thing you have to think about when you're holding on for your dear life, or when you're queuing 5,000 conquistadors. So, fair. Tom hasn't seen this area on the left yet. Squeakyg hasn't seen much. Oh man, that's a solid number. How many farms we got? 31 farms out here. Still taking hunts and ostriches, berries too. I love the milling just around the map. Might take a boar or 2 if he's got the multitasking. It's not really 8 PM, it's multitasking. That really limits that. I think we're seeing scouts? Skirms? Not really sure. The scout has to leave. Stable will go down. And Let me just reposition here. And these skirmishers need to be somewhere else. They need to be up here. They need to run away from the mangonels. The mangonels kind of can just have their say right now. And, oh, Tom has found the side base. It's 78 vills to 51. Or eco, I guess. Right. Could be worse. Squeeky. I mean, he knows what to make. He's making skirmishers. I mean, the siege workshop will go down to the castle. And now Tom is switching to barracks. What are these? He's going pikemen. Okay. Second TC for Squeekyg now. On that wood. I think. That's a boar. Okay. So I think we've come to the issue for Squeekyg this game. What would really be the lost condition would be 0 access to golden stone. Okay, he's got some stone down here still, but this TC I think really needed to be on gold, and there are not enough skirmishers to contest the conquistadors. Imperial Age also coming in for TomBombadil. He's got a much more efficient eco, not having to move house completely. TC being denied here. Great timing on those conks. Good work to just like scout around the map. You see your opponent is completely dead and you're like, well, okay. He's still playing. He's still looking at something. Better find them. So good look there. And I think we missed. Okay, no, the skirms made it out. They escaped to the south. But that side archery range has gone down. Knights are being made by Squeeky. And these conks were pulled back, it looks like. For now. I'm wondering, I mean, I guess we're just going to see a Treb crawl into attempted just complete destruction from TomBombadil. This castle is not long for this world. Squeeky not really close to Imp himself. Gonna struggle to respond, I think, to that. But good news, he did get heavy plow. Wait, no, that's TomBombadil. Oh, I'm all turned around because yellow is on the left, but yellow is on the right. It's just nomad things. Just nomad things. Squeeky, I think, has selected all military. Something disastrous here, losing all these units, all these very important skirms. Gonna keep 2 alive. I think he thought he could sneak by there, but the mango's taking some clean shots. Some clean headshots there. Squeeky, I think, might be trying to do something with these vills. TC? Perhaps. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Chat, he doesn't know. There's a castle. Second castle for Squeekyg. Okay, he falls back with these vills. I'm not sure why he's trying to send all of his units to this spot on the map. Could have been just a misclick thing or something. Maybe he decided, wait a minute, okay, my enemy is actually over here. He doesn't see these farms, by the way, in the fog war. That's just a spectator thing. Conks moving back in, but there's a castle now to defend. Squeeky just really needs gold access bad right now. He has 1 gold in the bank. Fire ships, you know. Oh, they're moving. He's moving them around. Where did he click them to? I think he's just patrolling to make sure TomBombadil doesn't do anything. Didn't do anything too funny on the water. Now, I think enough skirmishers still answers this, but I don't think that Squeeky has the economy to afford it. And Tom is getting upgrades now. He's getting castle upgrades. Will probably lead to Imperial Age upgrades. We also have some ballista elephants and okay, knights. I think Squeeky was actually prepping for this when he saw Tom hit Imperial Age. Trebs are gonna go down. So he does, it turns out he does have an answer. Some halbs though are in the mix. Those knights need to pull back, but I think they're just gonna go down. And 1 ballista elephant remains under that castle. Oh, there's 1 more knight. Oh, and there he goes. Okay. That was Squeaky's going all in on this Castle Age play. 49 villas to 91. I think that Tom has been a little more consistent with queuing those as well. I guess it has been 2 TCs to 1 TC for quite some time. There is another dock from Squeekyg, so maybe more fishing ships could be in order. There's plate mail armor, iron casting, on locking in those halberdier. Be the best that they can be. And Squeaky is, looks like, just going full skirmisher, which, you know what? I don't hate it. Spanish could obviously add knights or scouts or whatever of their own, but Tom has not indicated that he wants to do that at all, so it's just gonna right-click the castle, looks like. I don't know. It's gonna be costly. The gamble is paid off, though, in regards to murder holes. Squeaky not having a university to research that at all, so I guess the castle will go down eventually. After getting 3 kills. How many? We got 14 conks on the field right now. Skirmishers, conquistador, that might be enough skirms to scare him off for the time being. Tom struggling to finish this one off. I think I can say that at least here. He's getting some more trebs out. I think that is kind of the state of the game right now. Just waiting for TomBombadil to finish it off. But you never know. Squeaky might grasp victory somewhere, somehow. Castle does go down. Squeekyg gonna lose this whole area, though, it looks like. Well, you know what? The skirmishers are coming in. He's got 2 archery ranges up here making skirms. He is housed right now because he lost that castle, which provides pop space. TomBombadil, 172 pop versus Squeaky's 86, and houses are also going down right now. It's rough to be yellow or green rather. Skirm's not really microed, but I think you're gonna have to pull back from that. We only have padded archer armor, so they're probably doing like, okay, let's do the math. 4 ranged armor on these halbs, and it is 3. Don't they get like a bonus? 4. I think it's 4 damage on the skirm, so they are really just doing like, they're just doing 1 damage per hit, just due to upgrades. Trebs coming in. This seems like the final push from TomBombadil here. More trebuchets, more conquistadors, more halberdiers. The unit of choice. He's able to spam the most right now. 6,000 wood in the bank, 1,800 gold, 800 food. And it's Tom's game. He will, of course, have to win a total of 3. Oh my gosh, more halbs. A total of 3 games in this set in order to win the set, I guess, the match. Squeaky will have to come back from this to win 3 of the next 4. Trebs are gonna, well, he's repairing. Squeakyg has 700 stone in the bank. He's repairing this castle. Could maybe sell some of that stone, but he really doesn't even need gold. He's just trying to make more skirms. But I think it's really just the upgrade diff right now that's holding that back from being an effective unit. There's 1 ballista elephant, could also be really strong against halbs in the right numbers. Squeaky with the right things, but it's just all you gotta like, it's all qualified by with the right numbers. Right? Good units, wrong situation. TomBombadil with a great economy behind this. Solid play to the Spanish strength. Surprised by the halberdier choice, honestly, but I guess Squeakyg did ultimately end up going into some knights, so not bad. That castle is slowly trickling down. And the halberdiers are moving in. Oops. TomBombadil with masonry now, in case any of his buildings get sieged, I guess. Treb just continuing to clean things up here. These fishing ships have done work, you know. I mean, Res Collected is, you know, it's there. It exists. But only like a little over 20k, well, 24k off. Okay, not. Well, that's actually about half. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's not too bad given the situation, but it is pretty bad. I'd like to look at food collected though. See if those fishing ships helped at all. We've got not much left for Squeekyg. He's gonna play it out. Still has 5 fire ships. Somehow lost some fire ships. Not sure how that happened. Oh, he's losing them. Oh, he's oh, okay. He was trying to run with the builder, but okay. The halbs are fully upgraded now, doing their dirty work. Full blast furnace. What attack do these bad boys have? Sheesh. And there's the GG. Game 1 for Squeekyg. TomBombadil with an enthusiastic GG back. And I guess this is the full game 8 p.m. we're looking at, right? 16 average for Tom, Squeekyg 26 average. You know, it's always a black box how the game measures that, how Capture Age measures that. Like 150 APM, yeah, at 1 minute, at 0 minutes 21 seconds. Okay, sure, Capture Age, whatever, I believe you. 76 skirms queued and produced ultimately for Squeekyg, but I think it was really just the tech difference combined with that eco. I mean, I don't know. Probably, if we had to say, you know, the deciding point in this game, why TomBombadil won, specifically this game right now, would be the castle into just squeezing out Squeekyg from that area. But probably, really just the age up to castle age being faster. Squeaky kind of took his time. Not sure if he was trying to just play feudal there. Might have just overinvested in that. Not sure, but well played from TomBombadil to get those timings down with the trebs, with the castle drop. Good stuff for game 1. That goes to yellow in the Spanish. And there it is. Actions per hour, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Winter Bash. Lower round 3, best of 5, Squeekyg in green on the left side of the map, playing as the Lithuanians, TomBombadil in blue on the right. And he's playing as the Ethiopians. Strong archer civ, TomBombadil, probably his like second string civ. He plays he's played a lot of Ethiopians, you know. You want to go archers? Squeaky says we have been blessed. Why does he say this? The outpost, great bounty. Lots of sheep, lots of goats. If we know this before the game really gets going here. No, stop moving that sheep. No, frick. Oh, it's all, okay. I was trying to double click all of the sheep and goats on the map. But actually, this is a really interesting map. It's only on by their little starting little area that there are any sheep and any goats. The middle is barren of any kind of food at all. Also, I'll mention this sand, I believe, is unbuildable. And I believe you can sail through it, but you can also walk over it. So what a map. Mega Random doing good work here. Also some solid terrain in the middle with plenty of gold and plenty of stone. Are there relics? Yes, there are. I'm seeing 4. 4 relics to be had. Oh, I guess the mini-map makes it easier. Maybe favoring Tom a little bit, but he won't be looking to gather them quite as much of a priority as Squeaky. Nice little back wood line here for Squeekyg. This map is supremely wallable also. There are a few little chokes. Oh, hang on. Whoa. This is why they don't put Mega Random in tournaments. If I'm right about this like sandy terrain being unbuildable, which, you know, I'm pretty confident. Tom has been screwed if he wants to wall. He's gonna have to do the whole entire bubble. Squeekyg can go to the edge on both sides. So, very interesting here. Could say map advantage Squeekyg on the defense, but it depends on what these players are looking to do. I'm gonna guess the TomBombadil Archer Rush is on the cards. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I remember playing playing against Tom on the Ethiopians myself in the league stage, but that was also Nomad. He took it to Castle Age there, as you do on Nomad. But we'll see here. I like this map. Is crazy. We got 3 golds, 2 stone piles right next to your base. I guess Tom is a little bit more favored on the gold access here, but you know they're 4 tiles, 5 tiles away from the TC. Who cares what side of the TC they're on? Unless you get tower rushed, I guess. Scouting the middle now. I do love Mega Random. There's so much to talk about. So the Ethiopians have their archers that fire faster. I think that's their bonus, unless I'm confusing them with a different archer. So archers fire faster, and they have some various other things that also add to that identity. The Lithuanians on the other side for Squeekyg, they are a Cav Civ with bonus that Knights and Latus get more attack with relics. That's why I was checking out the relic locations earlier. Squeaky might be looking for Castle Age play, gather those relics, and get that attack bonus. But we'll see. He also does enjoy a scout rush with the Lithuanians here. They have some other bonuses that correlate to that as well. I can just tab into the game. Why don't I just do this? Have fun watching the static screen there for a bit while I look at their various Civ details. Ethiopian Shota Warrior for unique unit. Pikeman upgrade is free and plus 100 food and 100 gold when going to the next age. And the numbers for those archers, it's 18% faster if you were wondering. Lithuanians on the other side, 100 extra food for each town center doesn't seem entirely relevant, but Winged Hussar as well, we forget, as Squeaky is housed briefly there. Yeah, I mean, it's just the relic bonus attack and the Winged Hussar upgrade basically, as well as the Spearman being faster, but I don't think we're gonna need Spearman if we're Squeekyg in this game. I don't think TomBombadil is gonna be making too many knights. He could make like some scouts, you know, throw a curveball at us. But if I was Squeaky right now, I'd be over here looking for a archery range. Tom moving forward with 6, 7 vills. What's he doing with these guys? Also, looks like I didn't notice, but maybe you guys did. Wait. TomBombadil has 2 scouts. Squeekyg has 1 scout. Did it die? It died. Okay. I'm gonna assume it died under the TC there. Tom might lose one himself. He might also snipe these goats and sheep if Green is not careful. Squeaky now hitting Feudal. Is this a fast castle? He almost has the resources. He's going to need the buildings and has enough wood to do that if he wants to. Squeaky could just fast castle this. Tom, though, sending these villagers forward. Love to see it. Tower rush it is. Okay. These forward golds might actually be a problem then. There's a stable for Squeekyg, so it looks like it is maybe going to be scouts instead of Castle Age. I mean, that said, he's not. Well, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear. I think you definitely could do either here. Might need to tower your own wood line, or shift those villagers over. Squeeky is sending villagers out on his own accord now. And there's the second tower for Tom. 5 villagers on stone behind this, so he's gonna be able to keep creeping in with these. Squeeky might Vil fight this. Now you want to just hit that tower foundation, I think. He's just gonna be satisfied to keep the villagers away. And the double, it's gonna turn into a double stable. Okay. Honestly, I think I might have liked a Castle Age more for green here, but the scouts might be able to do the job as well. Squeeky with 27 vills, TomBombadil with 22. And ultimately, Tom probably is going to have more idle time with these guys out here building towers and whatnot. Squeeky should be able to just fall back around the TC here if he's careful. Third tower there for Tom. I think he's trying to deny that other gold. But this back gold, I think, as long as Squeeky has access to that, he's good. Maybe need to wall into the TC here. Prevent those villagers from sneaking around. Also, this could be a problem. Squeeky with 5 idols here, he's kind of forgotten about in the heat of the moment. And 4 scouts now. He might look to go over to TomBombadil's side with those. There's another tower. Now we're kind of getting into diminishing returns with these towers, I feel like. Because what are they really doing for you? This one would be crazy if he got it up, denying farming around the TC. But, okay, now Tom is going to go for that. He probably has the TC range on. Also some quick wall attempts. I think you maybe pull Vils to attack that if you're Squeekyg. But for now, he's just going to try to work around it. Also, just passing here. What were these guys for? Was he gonna try to counter tower rush? There's a tower from Tom. Now this can feel super suffocating, but as Squeekyg, you do still have everything you need. I would love some more blocking of the pathways on that right side though. And another tower coming up for Tom. He's just going all in on these towers, man. Fletching would be huge here. Add extra +1 range, +1 attack to those towers. Squeeky is going to start mining some stone. Vil count is still on Squeaky's side, 31 to 23. Like, Tom is not queuing Vils. He's just going YOLO attack. You love to see it. These villagers just kind of taking hits, you know? I think you really can just rush these down. There's nothing garrison in them, so you might lose some Vils, but could be the play. Select all these and just kind of start hitting them. I don't know. It'd be costly. He says lol. There's another one. And Squeeky just doesn't really have an answer to this. He's got some scouts in the back raiding Tom. Tom had to garrison 11 villagers off of his gold, off his stone. I think Squeeky might have said lol when he saw how many villagers were mining that stone. TC is now under attack, and yeah, like I just said, I think Squeeky just has no answer really to these towers. If you find yourself in this situation, I mean, I'm not really necessarily the one to ask. I would probably lose to something like this. But I think rushing the towers down with your villagers, you could definitely hit these before they get stacked too much. This might be kind of a lot to deal with if you're just rushing vills. Or doing the fast castle instead of making like 5 scouts and getting a siege workshop up. Mangonels will take care of these no problem, even rams. But that said, maybe Squeeky will pull something out of the hat. He still has plenty of Vils chopping wood over here. If we get a market down, he might be able to do something. We could still see Castle Age from him, to be honest. He's just kind of running out of farming space. And we have an archery range, which, not sure, I guess maybe he wants to snipe these villagers, but I don't know about that one, bud. I don't know about that one, bud. Squeeky is raiding, though. Gonna find some vulnerable vills out here on the hunt. Maybe. Tom might be able to just turn and fight this. Yeah, these are unupgraded scout cav. There's enough villagers here to fight it off. Ooh, Novo goes down there, actually. Eco Kitty is 5-4 in Squeaky G's favor, but this whole situation is not great for him. Now, can he make it out? Okay. Okay, wait a minute. The Great Escape is happening right now. Oh, I think he's trying to be really careful not to let him... I think his... Oh, there's one! There's one! Oh, he caught it! He caught it! Oh! Is Tom gonna notice that? There are a few snitches in the ranks. They're making themselves known. And Squeaky gonna move out, probably try to get another, like, backup town center up somewhere again for the second game in a row. How many towers is this? 9 towers so far. 1 not completed. Now, I still think Squeaky G is not in the worst position. He has more eco. Res collected is just vastly higher for him. So as long as he doesn't get completely strangled by this, which, you know, they're not even upgraded, these towers. There's no fletching. These villas are taking forever to die. There's no ballistics to track them or anything. You can't get ballistics at this point anyways, so. Squeaky gonna try and mill in the back. He just needs food. He has so much wood. Squeaky G, drop a market. Please drop a market. He's getting lioned out here. He has 730 stone. Squeaky G could also counter tower. That is another strategy that is widely accepted as a way to deal with tower rush. You just build your own tower. Kind of similar to a castle drop where you just build your own castle next to it. Just counter tower. Tom is trying to fish now, and Squeaky G is going to be found. His whole village of... Oh! He sees the dock. This is going well for Squeaky G on this side. Don't know that Tom has seen those villagers escaping. And he's built so many towers, he's like thinking, what more do I have to do right now? Res collected is evening out as Squeaky has 16 vills just walking around the map. And this game is crazy. TomBombadil has delivered with this tower rush. I think, okay, Squeaky can still take this stone, I think, with this. Just build your own tower. You have 900 stone and 1600 wood, Squeaky G. Please. Do something. Do something. It's, okay. Okay, now I think he's tower rushing. He's trying to meme. He's gonna build his own towers on TomBombadil's base. I think. It's hard to tell. TC goes that he's okay. Yeah, alright. That's too close! That's too close! No! Oh man, I think that this is in the range of the TC. So if Tom Garrison's, I don't think these towers are going to be enough. Tom Garrison's, he'll be able to shoot all of these villagers. So, you know, I guess there you go. TC goes up, plenty of villagers building it, and there are 22 versus 14. We have a big 11 from Tom, who is just going to tower his own base now. Squeaky G has just created his own trap. Could still just build a market and buy the resources to go up to Castle Age. I think that would be a really good idea. But he's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's embraced the meme. There are now 3 towers in 1 town center firing against 1 town center. These are all fully garrisoned towers. This TC is gonna go down. This tower, this douche is not gonna work out for him. And that's gonna be costly if he tries to make any kind of escape with it. TomBombadil also now with more villagers. They're all idle in these towers, but he does have more villagers. The towers. Rip. he's moments away from calling it now. Moments away. Honestly, I think Squeeky was caught off guard. I think he still has the potential to win. Maybe not with the douche attempt. This is ridiculous. This should never happen. It's funny and it's content, but it's not the way you win this. I really think just getting to Castle Age or building your own towers could have worked out for him. Still 1,300 food, 680 stone. More resources collected by over 2K. But you just feel completely stifled. There's not much you can do. This is like a situation that he's never encountered before, I'm sure. He's trying to repair the TC. Both players repairing their town center. I got my thumbnail, boys. Oh, man. What is going on? Another exodus. The mill. He's trying to farm in the middle of nowhere. TomBombadil has not tracked him out there. Another dock. Okay, Tom is just going to walk out. I think, actually, you can dock and fish safely without being towered. You can't build on this. So it's safe fishing. Tom just going to walk across casually with 4 villas. He has no wood. Wait, TomBombadil is out of wood. His entire economy is idle. Squeeky is still has some working villas. The vill count has swung. Look at the bodies. It's a massacre. Tom is just going to batter this down. Squeeky has no TC, but in my opinion... Okay. It's slipping away. It's slipping. But in my opinion, could still win. It is slipping. You need a town center. Tom has not found the enemy. Again, these farms do not show up in game. That's a spectator issue. This is what? Huh? What? Okay, there's the TC. Great spot on the gold. Tom can't really push this. You know, he could tower and make it annoying, but honestly, he's got an advantage right now. 39 villas to 24. I think losing this many to the weird drop. That's gonna be what is ultimately gonna cost Squeeky the game if he loses. He had the vill advantage. I don't think he knew he did. I think, you know, when you're getting attacked like that, you assume the enemy has better eco than you. TomBombadil was not making vills for like, well, we can check, 13 minutes out of the last 34. So that's like over a third of the game. So he had significantly worse eco, regardless of the towers being completely all over your base and the KD. Now, though, it's a different game. Double bit X being researched by Squeekyg. He already has the horse collar. TomBombadil says, "Where are you?" Look at that. It's incredible. Squeeky does not necessarily need to dignify that with a response, but we'll see. Tom made a dock and 1 fishing ship. It's been gathering. Can we see some more? Oh, look at that. Incredible efficiency. 99.8% of the time spent has been gathering food. Amazing. Can we see, like, amount of food gathered total? That's what I want to see, honestly. 10 minutes, 22 seconds of time gathering food. But how much food? I don't know. We'll, maybe that stat will exist sometime. But not today. Maybe it already does and I can't find it. Squeeky with the fishing ships, though, could reboom here. 32-42 eco. And Squeeky still with over 1,000 more resources gathered. This game is even. The towers, they're a write-off now. You don't need this place. This area is a complete waste of everybody's time now. This game is even. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Squeeky, I might be saving for Castle Age, I think. Maybe. There's another stable. And in a second, in another stable. Please don't build scouts. This is incredible. These games are delivering. Another dock in the south. He's rebooming. He's doing it. He's also researching bloodlines, and he's going to make scouts and not have any food left to go Castle Age. He's also researching forging. Please don't scout rush now. There's too many towers. Maybe you could batter them down. I don't know, but we'll see how this strategy works. Maybe he's just prepping for knights in Castle Age. Could be. It could be. TomBombadil definitely going for Castle Age, though, and I think that is going to be what... well, the tides don't really need turning. They just need to go a little bit further up into the shore. Market Blacksmith already down for him. Squeeky has the requisite buildings as well, with the range and the 4 stables. Tom using the market even to go Castle Age, and I think that's really what separates TomBombadil from Squeekyg in this excuse me, in this matchup is the timings. He knows it's time to go castle. It's time to get a little more oomph, you know. Get some siege on the field. And here come the scouts. Here come the 40-minute scouts in feudal. Alright, we'll see if he can make it work. Squeaky's somehow 54 pop out of 50. He's losing houses over here. Oh, that is rough. It has been a chaotic game. Squeekyg has had to move heaven and earth to stay in it. He's back with the villager advantage, the eco advantage, with these fishing ships helping him out. So, a tower is 125 stone. 125 times 10 is 1,250. It's more, so it's more than that Tom has spent on these towers. We're gonna have archers into crossbows for TomBombadil. Squeaky is still booming. Making the horse noise. And he is still booming. Now, sees that Castle Age come through. Tom has found him and is towering him again. Squeaky doing the right thing now and villager rushing it. Yes, yes, huge. Villager dies. Okay, that tower is denied. We're going to have 8 scouts. We're going to have 12 scouts. Squeaky maybe doesn't see the Castle Age. He doesn't need buildings. He's walling. I think maybe just now realized you can't build on this. And he's gonna move out with these scouts. 12 is queuing more scouts out of all stables, by the way. He selected all stables. Rip. But you know what? I think he's kind of written this game off already as a throwaway. Score is 1,000 higher for TomBombadil. Resources collected, though, still is insanely favoring Squeekyg. Tom with the textbook. Okay, that's not textbook, but fire galleys. And forward siege workshop, archery ranges. There we go. This is going to be Tom's play. I love it. Siege workshop. You could probably push the town center over this wood line even, which would be crazy. Untouchable mangonels. And just crossbow spam. He's great at it. Knows what to do here. The reinforcements are getting picked off, and villagers are going down. So we'll see if the siege push can be slowed. I mean, Squeaky needed to have clicked Castle Age. I have said this already too much. But if the siege push can be slowed, Squeekyg can maybe stay in this. The crossbows are going to be formidable for the scouts to take out, but there are a lot of scouts. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Give him credit on that. There are so many scouts. Tom is not getting any more reinforcements. Pikemen now in the queue. No upgrades for these, but they are pikemen, not just spearmen, at least. I think, right, they get automatically upgraded, so if we read those Civ bonuses right. That's at least convenient. Squeaky gonna try and go for some more raids. It is, well, 1135 eco KD, but we gotta remember Squeaky lost 13 vills to an ill-fated TC drop. Doesn't even feel like the same game. It's been so crazy. Now, okay, Squeaky gonna have to look back at home. He is making skirms. He did see the crossbows and is tech switching into something to deal with it. But just please age up. I feel like every game I'm seeing Squeekyg, I'm telling him, please go to the next age. Oh man, this has been incredible. Incredible survival from Green. Welcome in Slightly Chewy. I missed the first time doucher. Yeah, you were a little too close there, unfortunately. And also Tom with the insane tower commitment. Okay, we do have enough pikemen now to clean up everything here. But there are even more scouts on the field. And Squeaky, I mean, he's like edging Castle Age constantly right now. Is he going to make more scouts? Is he going to go castle? We'll never know. 3,000 food or wood in the bank for Squeakyg. We've got a mangonel out here in the Siege Workshop for TomBombadil, but we'll see if he decides to pop out with it. Another thing that it could be said, you know, this tournament is all about having fun. It's all about content, which is why I love this game in particular. But maybe Squeakyg just would rather play Feudal Age and make 3,000 scouts. Maybe he just prefers to play the game that way, and that's totally fine. I'm just criticizing things based on what I think is the best way to win. But also, you know, I've lost 10 games in a row on ranked ladder, so there better be a ram in there. Oh, it was not a ram. Oh, lame. Oh man, what a game! What a game! And yes, this mangonel can indeed range the TC from beyond the woodline. Castle Age will still come in, I think. There's not been more than one mangonel produced here, but it's gonna be a little close. It'll be closer than I'd like. Be closer than anybody would like. Looks like Squeaky, oh, he still has 7 scouts. Where are they? Some in there. Some scouts. Wait, did more just die over here? Okay, now, wait. Where are they? They're just over here, I think. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Squeakyg, 15 seconds from Castle Age. He will make it there, no problem. There is actually a hole that has been chopped through the wood line here. And he does now have kind of a good number of skirms. Still just so many scouts. Okay. Oh, Tom with the double mangonel, though, and no answer. Well, the scouts are there somewhere, but they're going to need to be out here sniping mangoes. Squeaky going for counter units here. Love to see elite skirm and the relevant armors. I'm just going to get cleaned up by upgraded crossbowmen for now. I think it's just becoming a lot to deal with right now for Green, who did such a good job rebooming, coming back in the game. Still has 3,000 more resources collected. That KD is not looking great. And the new hometown center is about to go down. I think you might be able to snipe this mangonel. Well, I'm running in with it, actually. Mango will go down. Scouts, microed. Back away. Does he have enough to get the second mangonel? Knights also are coming out. Second mangonel goes down. Okay. You're telling me there's a chance? Low IQ army. Oh man, I love this match. This is so good. Tom thinks it's a low IQ play. The loop-de-loop from Squeekyg, yes. The micro is insane. Here's Elite Skirm, 45 seconds away. Hate it when that happens from TomBombadil. Villager count is 64, 65, or eco count. Some of these are fishing ships. They're traveling a million miles to get any fish now. But can't complain about Squeaky's eco efficiency. It's still much better for him as far as resources collected. Tom, though, with much more balanced in the bank. About 1,000 of everything. Besides stone. He spent all that on towers earlier. Dare I remind you. Squeaky's starting location. And Squeekyg going for some more proxy town centers. He's still holding on. Mangonels go down again. He's going to need an answer to the pikes. And I think it is just a critical mass of skirmishers, right? But he's not committing to it. Or he doesn't have the resources balanced right for it. The knights are strong. They have foraging, they have armor. They'll be able to take pretty good fights against the halbs, or the spears. The pikemen. Squeaky gonna have 3 town centers, at least for a moment here. And he could use the mobility of the knights to do some real damage. This game is still, either player could win. We're 57 minutes in, and either player could win this game. TomBombadil now gonna town center over here, the same places. Okay. Squeaky with the monastery. Have we got any relics collected? No, that's a little bit too much to focus on. We have more elite skirms going down to crossbows. No armor on those, no fletching on those. And it's really going to be the crossbowmen that Squeekyg needs to deal with. Never really quite able to get up the mass of skirmishers he needs, and the crossbows are going to find so much damage here. Not enough knights to take care of these. It's just not enough, I think. Squeaky gonna have to run with like 30 vills here, and the mangonels are back at it. Oh man, Squeaky close to a castle. Could buy enough stone to get one up right now, and that could be huge. Just castle on these buildings up here on the gold. Could protect the entire land, but he's losing so many how many villagers? What's the kills on these? 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. One villager town center there. And TomBombadil does not actually see the monastery. Squeekyg in the south. Mangonel has switched target. Actually, there's 2 mangonels, 3 mangonels. Holy mangonels. Oh, run! Oh no. Oh. And again, it's looking like dark days for green. Tom taking control of the game once again. With these mangoes. He could go imp in a minute. He needs another castle age building or a castle. But he's got the res for it. Squeaky collecting relics, getting attack upgrades for the 4 knights that will soon come out. Love to see it. Skirms again taking a unfortunate fight there for Squeekyg. Great picks from TomBombadil to get those kills on the skirmishers, and Squeekyg is looking. He's looking rough now. More villagers escaping south to the long-planned 4th TC of the game. All those skirms go down. Both town centers, they're going to fall within seconds of each other, it looks like. They're being repaired on that one, at least. Villager mining stone underneath all of that fire. This is fine. He's just chilling. This is a normal day. There's shadows of boulders flying over his head. Incredible. The CC's actually gaining health. Squeaky could go for some kind of castle drop. He could. He's rebooming again. 41 pop to 79. Gonna run out of fish. Oh, these fish are actually idle, even though there are. I think this was a right click, but slightly off position there. Pikemen running in under the town center, which has been repaired. This TC goes down. bit of an optimistic one though. And Tom looking to use these crossbows effectively. He doesn't have like super mobile units, so he's not been around the map a ton. And doesn't have... is this even Town Watch? I don't think he has Town Watch even. I'm gonna move forward. I'm expecting castles from both of these players now. Squeaky with 2 relics. Tom with a castle there just for like to push the front line forward. This is like a World War II castle, right? You're just like pushing the... This is a Hearts of Iron castle. You're advancing the line. I don't know, I'm crazy. I'm speaking nonsense right now. But the castle is gonna go up there. Great for area control. Great for killing reinforcements here for Squeekyg. All of his production is on the left side. Another stable going up. Squeaky has 790 stone. Would love to see a castle from him. Neither player in Imp yet. Tom probably going to click it once he finishes constructing this. But Squeaky is spending most of his time not thinking about castles, but thinking about trying to save as many villagers as he can. As more get found by the crossbows. And we're down to 36 villagers, population, economic population, half of which is fishing ships. Rough. That's rough. 32 now versus 88. I've started, I mean, this always happens to me too. I've started just like taking one and just like right-clicking it all around. A second castle being dropped from Tom. Did he buy the stone for this? He bought 300 stone to make this happen. But once again, Squeekyg kind of is wriggled out of his grasp. There's nothing over here anymore besides production buildings. Does Tom know? Okay, there's the castle drop from Squeekyg. Gonna deny this town center. But now, we are gonna have Imp. Okay. And TomBombadil again is just gonna be able to use his age timings to really gain an advantage. A lot of the time, new players fall into the trap of like just trying to age up to the next age as quickly as possible, being like check that off the list as like your goal of what to do in the game. And that ends up costing them in other ways like villager count and army numbers. But Tom is able, at least up against Squeekyg, to really just like find the timings to get the tech advantage. I mean, I think a lot of it is on Squeekyg's behalf of just not ever aging up until it's a little bit too late. But that said, enough ragging on the guy. 19 knights are here with, how many relics does he have now? 2. Not bad. +3 attack with forging. And he's gonna move out. These knights could be enough to take out a TC. They're gonna be a real problem for TomBombadil, who has 7 pikemen and only 14 crossbows. Villagers being produced in the south by Squeaky. And he's just been all over this map, this game. It's insane. He's going with knights instead of Latus, at least for now. And also researching Bodcanero, or not, fletching. Researching fletching for pretty much just the castle fire, I imagine. I actually like that a lot. As long as they're just going to be fighting under the castle. He's going to just attack the TC right now with those knights. Probably is looking up here right now, as we have the Shotel warriors for TomBombadil. Look at them go. These guys are cool. Look at them with their scythes. What are they? They're not. Are these shotels? I think the little weapon, the knives, are actually called shotels. Right? Maybe that's karambits that I'm getting confused, because karambits have the karambit knives. I don't know. Where are the knights? Where are the knights? There they are. TomBombadil researching armor for those infantry units. I don't think that Ethiopians get halberdier, so that's good for Squeekyg. Gonna be a little bit harder for TomBombadil to counter this. Although I think they do get camel though. Right? Right? Am I right? Yep, they get heavy camel. Okay. And no, wait, and help. Actually, they have both. Okay, never mind. I'm pretty sure. Either way, the raids are going to cause some idle time for TomBombadil. Still these towers putting in work. 12 kills, most of those being villagers. And Squeeky now is going to be fully focused in the south. Maybe a siege workshop for Squeekyg could be a good idea. Get some scorpions for the archers. Well, I guess the knights kind of deal with crossbows fairly well. I don't know. Get some mangonels, get some rams for these buildings and spearmen too, and also the karambits or the shotels. You know, I don't know. I guess it's up to him. He's got a lot of options. But the real issue here is the 4594 pop, eco pop. Our house is coming down for Squeekyg right now. TomBombadil 162 population total. And, well, it's dropping actually. Squeekyg has found a huge amount of value on this wood line. I said 92 a moment ago. It's now 83 eco. Trebuchet has rolled across the map now for TomBombadil. Going to start going after that castle, but it is, well, I was going to say, what is it protected by? The knights could just dive it. It is protected by 35 of your finest pikemen. I'm checking again. No, yeah, they do have help. Okay. Tom has just not deemed it necessary to research. Knights, oh, a little bit trapped, a little stuck there, not attacking. That's really rough there for green. But Squeeky gonna have to try and give him the old runaround again or something, as that Treb is firing off more pikemen now. Just coming out of the wazoo. 67 pikemen and counting. 11. Here's halberdier. Love to see it. 4 plus 4 it goes up to 6 plus 4 attack. Squeeky says, "Fine, you win." And what a game this has been. An hour and 16 minutes in game. Some great positive banter from both. I love the dynamic here. Huge tower rush that ultimately wasn't the decider in this game. Besides, I guess maybe the mentality. Few Latus. He managed to squeeze out 3 Latus before the castle went down. He says JK. The old GG into not resigning trick. Oh! 1 Latus remains. Trebuchet firing. Shotels. Relics go down. Latus. Not the relics! Villagers are dying. Knights just chilling. No answer to the helps. Mangonels, maybe, but you know what? These shotels are so fast, I bet they could just dive mangonels pretty easily. TomBombadil wins with 111 halberdiers created. I think another thing for Squeekyg was the 48 scout cavalry. What did they really accomplish? I don't know. They got a few villager kills, I guess. They maybe kept them ahead on the eco for a while. Squeekyg with 45 pop in the end house. TomBombadil with 184 population. Great job there from him. I'll mention, I've been fairly critical of some decision making from Squeekyg here. I guess I feel a little bad about that, but pretty rusty in the game. Hasn't played in some time, so that could be part of it. I know I also get that way. It's not just the hotkeys that you lose touch of, it's also the flow of the game, I think, a little bit. But great job from TomBombadil to just go crazy. He made it messy, and then he finished it off. Once Squeekyg embraced that messiness, he was able to get the right timings in and just lock it down. regardless of how much of a rat his enemy played like. Which I love. I love the rat mentality, don't get me wrong. What is this chart here? I want to see resources collected. I want to see KD. 19 KD. Was that RD? Raisings lost, buildings destroyed. Okay, 57 buildings destroyed by TomBombadil. Okay, almost a 2.0 KD there. And also this army high, Squeekyg was never able to mass units. 27 total army high versus 107 at the end there with the helps for TomBombadil. Crazy. Almost 1,000 relic gold though, and oh, Tom did pull ahead on resources collected. Can I want to see all resources collected. Look at this. Here we go. Squeekyg was ahead the entire game until 1:18. 1 hour. I'm going back to it. What was this moment that caused the flip? Or was it more of a socio-economic, larger scales the situation? Oh, well, I think we know what did it. The massive villager loss. Okay, that was like when the villager count became unrecoverable for Squeekyg as well. Okay. Interesting. And that 8 p.m. against Squeekyg, a little bit higher according to the game, actually double or over. But Tom with the decisions, just perfectly mapped out, perfectly figured out there. Incredible stuff. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Winter Bash match. Best of 5, losers round 3. Squeekyg in the green, looking to answer, looking to come back in this set. He's gonna have to win 3 in a row if he wants to win it. Playing in green as the Bulgarians, infantry civ. They got their little guys that ride around, and then their horse dies, and then they stand back up. They're now an infantry guy instead. They got their Krepost, right? It's the Krepost for these guys too. They're a little midway between a tower and a castle. On the other side, TomBombadil playing in yellow as the Franks. Much more understood civ, I would say. Original, one of the original like 16 in the game, right? Cavalry focus, knights focus. Cheaper castles. The discount goes more significant in the Imperial Age, like 15 to like 20 in Imp, I think. I don't know, for stone cost. But we're here on Enclosed, and this is interesting, you know. I think either civ here could scout rush. I mean, any civ can scout rush, right? Unless you're a Mesoamerican civ with no scouts. But that is going to be a really powerful play in the enclosed meta, right? You don't have gold, stone, or berries in your little enclosed area, and you can't wall to it due to this beautiful unbuildable terrain. Another map featuring unbuildable terrain. So you're going to be pretty exposed out here if you try to mill, if you try to build any mining camps or whatnot. One thing that players do have going for them as far as turtling goes, they start with all their food and rhinoceroses pretty much directly under their town center. And also it's very easy to protect your wood lines on this map, so. And your farms as well. If you decide to just go for farms, keep them right under that TC. Squeekyg, I think maybe with more experience on this map. I don't know. TomBombadil has played a lot of games, and a lot of games not in just the Winter Bash too. He's played a lot online, 1v1s, team games, and whatnot as well, so. I don't know. We'll see. I think he has definitely shown he has the pace of 1v1 games down a little bit more than his opponent. Relics favoring TomBombadil a little bit, but we haven't seen too much relic play from these players. Actually, it's pretty significantly favoring yellow. We haven't seen too much relic play though, so we'll have to wait and find out how much that is relevant. Both players milling outside. Squeekyg housed at 15 pop. He's just going to leave it. He's not going to get... Oh, there's Loom. Love to see it. Love to see it. Recognizing going to need to keep that TC working at all costs. And it's pretty standard so far. We don't have any crazy 10 villagers on stone for a tower rush this game, at least not yet. Again, this was played a few days later, so I've had time to take a breath, think about things. The vibe may have shifted, you never know. Momentum may have changed from the last time these players met. It's 15 to 16 population now, just due to that housing earlier. But Squeeky has Loom already, so Tom, no Loom yet. He's gonna have to research that at some point here. It's gonna be probably like heavy feudal aggression, I would think. Unless they both decide just to not do anything in feudal age, which I guess is possible, but who knows. Whew. What a match. What a set. These have been some great games. Squeeky doing a great job to stay alive in all of them, despite probably being the underdog coming into it and taking some heavy loss, some heavy downsides early on in both of the games so far. But this is probably the most chance to have a standard game out of this entire set so far. Between Nomad and the towers on Mega Random, this is looking like the most straight up game of age so far. 3 on the berries for TomBombadil, 3 on the deer. One thing I'll say about TomBombadil, I really appreciate how he always prioritizes getting that hunt, getting those deer. He's going to probably go out and mill every single one of these berries at some point too. Very frugal player. Wants to get as much use out of the map as possible. And now Tom has the resources to click up. There he goes. Squeeky just a little ways behind, but if he force drops or if he waits, there it goes. Clicks up as well. Tom actually has decided... Oh, he's got it behind a villager and then behind a loom, I think. So it's going to be slower to feudal age, actually. Interesting stuff. Squeeky moving out with 3 villas to mine that gold. I mean, if you get the 200 in time, then you can just fall back from that if you have to. Also, well, he's actually moving out with a vill. Maybe a watchtower here. What are we gonna see here? Palisade walling across that side. Oh, maybe he's decided it's not worth it since that is unbuildable. Maybe he didn't know? It's possible. It's possible. I'm not sure. Maybe he forgot in the moment too. That definitely could happen. Squeeky is just... He's moving that guy out. He's sneaking. It's a sneak. It's officially a sneakville. We have feudal 20 seconds away. 50 seconds away. I'm about to run out of food under the TC. He's gonna have to do some farms, some non-horse collar farms. Oh, horrors. Squeeky actually has way more food here. Has it been... I mean, he's got 4 on the berries. Tom has 5 on the outside resources, so it's been 8 on boar versus 8 on... Interesting. Wonder why he has less resources here. There's the market. Tom is fast castling here on enclosed. Squeeky not going for any aggression himself either. So there's horse collar for him. Usually means more of a feudal play. You're not trying to save the resources that you spend on horse collar and double bit axe in order to click castle age faster. You're just getting those eco upgrades right now so that your eco is more efficient. But no barracks, no stable for Squeeky, no range, no nothing. He's just, I guess, booming with those resources, those eco upgrades. Probably focusing on, it's a forward barracks, chat. Forward barracks. Now, is this a man-at-arms rush? I think it is. Is it? He's got 4 on gold right now. Outposts, supplies into man-at-arms, okay. But Tom with a clean fast castle. He's gonna be there at 15 minutes, 30 seconds, something like that. And he's gonna be making knights, so these man-at-arms better hit quick. There are exposed villas from Tom, and he does not know about that forward. So it's possible to find some damage here. TomBombadil also no barracks yet, so he's gonna be pretty significantly delayed making those knights. Ideally, you would have, you know, the barracks down and the stable coming down already, so that you can just start popping out knights immediately. But maybe there's something else to this play that's more of a priority. Actually, he could be trying to do double TC, which you need the wood for. Okay, he's yep, there we go. Okay, that's actually gonna lock that down. That TC will go up. The 3 man-arms will not be able to deny it. I think Squeeky is looking for these 2 bills. And now Squeekyg. Oh wait, TomBombadil. Yeah, there's the second TC. Okay, on the berries, on the gold as well. So great stuff there. Squeekyg probably won't be able to find much damage here. You might be able to disrupt some things, but that town center, at the very least, he'll know about it. Will he know about the other town center? Okay, those man-arms are gonna die. They're going down. Interesting eco play from Tom. It makes me think he's pretty confident in this game. Score is favoring Squeeky, but the 3 town center boom. No military buildings whatsoever yet from yellow. This is a bold statement, to say the least. Squeeky continuing to make man-at-arms now, I think, is not the move. Again, doubling down on the feudal age aggression when the enemy has like at least 2 town centers. I think you cancel your plans and go up right now, but that's just me. He actually did survive with all 3 of these men-at-arms. They're a little hit, but man-at-arms will have to live in the back of TomBombadil's mind as being there, at least. Like, they exist. That TC is going to go up at the perfect time for Tom as well. Now, I guess if you go hard enough, you could get enough man-at-arms to kill a town center. It's possible. You'd need like 30 though. Archery range now for Squeekyg. I think it's just a difference of philosophies here, and I think TomBombadil's philosophy wins out. Go Castle Age, make knights or what? Make villagers, and just snowball economically. However, it's 37-31 workers, 33. 38, 34. Like, Tom is not really getting ahead. Okay, no, it's happening pretty fast. He's catching up now. These man-at-arms are here. They're making a loud racket. I'm sure this lady is not happy she has to listen to that all day. Or maybe this lady. I'm gonna wall behind it with houses. Just delays, standard delaying tactics. Bow saw for TomBombadil now in Castle Age. That's big. Just getting all those Castle Age resource or eco upgrades now. Here's Squeeky with the market, and there's Castle Age coming in now for him. So I don't hate the army here. It's forcing reactions, and he is able to age up pretty quickly anyways. Tom is going to get a villager lead though. Also, I do like the archers combined with the man-arms will prevent Tom from re-walling this. Great placement on this market actually, now that I think about it though. It's going to protect all of these lumberjacks unless Squeeky dives the TC. And Tom is making no military still. With Franks. Like, 5 knights clears this whole army. I guess he's just confident. Here's the barracks now, at least. Okay. Squeeky continuing to produce. Now that he's aging up, I like this a lot. And barracks denied. Tom in a little bit of shambles. Palisade wall here even to prevent Squeeky from going anywhere near the lumberjacks. And these guys are in range of the TC. Squeaky gonna need to pull back. Maybe go through one of these palisade walls instead. It's gonna be slow going though. Tom still no barracks though. He's just making vills. Squeaky about to get to Castle Age. See where he drops those TCs. I'm choosing to believe he will drop TCs right now. It's gonna be a mill on the berries. Okay. And actually all these man-at-arms are gonna go down to the town center fire. There's the town center now. Love to see it. That said, you know what? Anybody's game. Tom with the eco advantage right now, but no military and no military techs. Got fletching for the town center. There's Gambesons for Squeekyg. That's a little extra ranged armor. Now it comes in. And forging. He's also getting all those eco upgrades. Love to see it. All TCs producing. I'm sure he'll get back on that. And chainmail armor Squeaky with the full man-at-arm commitment. Again, I think man-at-arms, it's rough if you go all in on them though. If you get 20 or 30 of them, you can start killing buildings quickly. That's like a long way down the road though. TomBombadil now getting a Bodkin arrow, so the town centers do even more damage. That's what is this? 5 plus 1, 7 range. 5 plus 2, 7 range. Town centers don't get extra range, but or it's armor. Wait, 10 range. Oh, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. 10 range. And there go all of the units again for Squeekyg. He's looking a little rusty right now, but starting to use his castle age. More archery ranges, more barracks. I think you just need a good enough mass. Now Tom, he's decided it's time to open the floodgates. 6 stables being produced, being built by 2 villagers. The knights they're a thought, they're a concept now in Tom's mind. They're being envisioned, being manifested, and a castle as well in the spot that Squeekyg was attacking so much. Again, like, it's kind of a meme I think, but 30 man-at-arms, you'd take down a castle no problem. Like, I don't think that's really the pro level strat, but it could work. It could be devastating. I think you add some siege in here, add a mangonel, and start pushing town centers. TomBombadil's playing no military game right now, as far as Squeaky knows. Get yourself some siege, baby. Start killing TCs. Wheelbarrow for Squeaky, more vills in queue. Tom, no vills in queue. He's been doing a pretty good job of it otherwise. We got a little mill. We got archer going down to villagers. Squeaky just looking for upgrades right now. Looking to stabilize things. Tom just as well looking for upgrades, stabilizing. He knows he's got the eco advantage. He was up to Castle Age with the instant extra 2 town center drop. Husbandry. Wheelbarrow now for yellow too. And where's that blacksmith? Tom, your blacksmith is right here, if you forgot about it. That's fine. No, he was getting fletching earlier. He was getting bodkin earlier, so I'm sure he'll get those at some point. 3rd TC for Squeekyg is going to be, I mean, I don't hate it. Actually, I like it. 17 men-at-arms, maybe that's enough, you know? No army for Tom. He's queued them now, so they'll be there instantly. Knights on the way, basically the perfect time. And this castle also does reach the town center with both ranged upgrades. So maybe not an option to dive that TC after all. I think he could dive the castle, but now the knights are on the field, it might be too late. Squeeky right-clicked his units instead of patrolling. It happens to the best of us, and these knights will do pretty well. Squeekyg, though, has much better upgrades. Much better blacksmith upgrades. He'll clear these up for the time being, but at what cost? Yeah, not too bad. Villager count 6592. And villagers getting picked off for TomBombadil. Man-at-arm, the long swordsman raids. Okay, I mean lots of long swordsmen also went down there. And more knights. Oh, ooh, they're coming, baby. They're coming out quick. Long swords are getting cleaned up. Now we have, okay, the pikemen. The pointy boys. With upgrades too. Solid stuff. Handcart for Squeeky. Those are going to be some speedy vills. Tom now, though, is going to look for some pressure on his enemy's side. He's got little groups of like 6 knights each. I love to see that. And it's just, he's a knight producing machine right now. Pikemen are just going to try to kill vills, but villagers run back by the town center, and Squeeky can't do too much. This is where, again, you know, some siege. We got a monastery and a university for Squeekyg. Could it be a fast imperial? Now with these knights in play. Also 1300 stone. He could opt to just drop a castle here at home. Tom with the second castle to defend his homeland. TomBombadil also finds that forward town center from Squeekyg. Knights do start going down there though. And some more barracks at home, but the knights are just diving under the TC. Oh man, that's rough. Fletching for Squeeky. Getting Bodkin as well. That's going to be a lot of villager kills, and I think this might end up just being an eco difference game. 62.95 consistently ahead for TomBombadil. Resources collected 25k to 20k. Not as bad as it could be, but not good. Pikemen, lots of pikemen in queue. Units going in for another attack. Squeeky did not know about this castle until this moment here. Villagers, couple vills dying. Squeeky gonna have to pull back. Did I tell you? I told you he was gonna build a mill on every single one of these berry patches. At risk of life and limb. More pikemen, and now it kind of falls on TomBombadil to come up with an answer to the pikemen, right? I think he's going imperial, actually. He's trying to get that university down, and just needs a little more gold. Squeeky with a castle now, but he's queuing so many pikemen he doesn't have... It's again the pace, like the flow of the game. Is TomBombadil is just reading the matrix the entire time. He knows it's time to go imp. Right as Squeeky is about to drop a forward castle. And he'll just be able to treb that down. Squeekyg, an avowed trebuchet meta hater, can't disagree that it is certainly a trebuchets play an outsized role in the game. Krepos now at home by the hometown center, but I think Tom might just dive under the TC again with his knights. That castle will go up. Will it stay up? We don't know. And with Bodkinero, these knights are taking. They're feeling the pain. They're feeling the hurt. They will be able to find a few more villager kills on the wood line, though, it looks like. Oh, Just passing. Just passing. There we go. Villager's safe for the time being. And Squeeky now with Mangonel. He is adding the siege. Okay, he's doing all the things. Just like a couple of minutes too late, I think. Tom has really done a great job locking down this whole eco area with castles. Like, this is so perfect. You can't really push. You can't push anywhere here. Maybe like one villager on this mill could die. You can't even siege anything here. Just some real incredible stuff there from Yellow. Checking. He knows who he's playing against. He's checking the left side. Did TomBombadil auto-scout this? Look, he's scouted the entirety of the map. Where's the scout? Oh, it's dead. The only way this happens is with auto-scout, right? Okay. Hey, that's effective right there. Did Squeeky not? Wait. Okay, he did know. Okay, he knew. He knew. For a minute, I thought he didn't know about that castle. I thought in the fog of war I saw it just pop up, but then I remember he was facing that before. On with another Frank castle. Again, these are 25% cheaper in the Imperial Age for the Franks. That is quite the discount. It's quite the stone saving. He could afford another castle after this. And also some nice little pre-walls, house walls there. Good stuff. 75 to 122 eco. Squeeky finds himself an age behind again with the army count advantage. He is going to push. Maybe you could range the town center without getting in range of these castles with the Mangonel. Maybe. We have Cavalier though, and we do also have Paladin on the way, man. Oh no. Well, not from that angle. Not from that angle. Oh, Mangonels go down. And Thomas just really made this completely unbreakable. Conscription from him. He's so confident. He doesn't feel any kind of urgency at all. He waited like 30 minutes to make any military buildings. These castles he's researching conscription instead of getting trebuchets out of. Ballistics as well. He's gonna get Paladin before taking any fights. Incredible stuff here from TomBombadil. The raids got cleaned up though. I'd love to see more raids from him. There's also a monk moving out. Maybe to get some relics for Squeeky. More stables in the front for Tom as well. So yeah, Squeeky is collecting these relics. That's a good heads up play from him. Oh, let me get the timeline out of here. Chivalry researched for Tom. Stables work 40% faster, in case you were wondering. I was. Mangonels actually have a target now, at least. So they're going to be able to kill these stables. And Paladin now are here. Only forging on them, chain barding armor, so not the greatest blacksmith upgrades, but I think it's enough. Man, trebuchets are out now. They're gonna start firing on this castle, and I don't know what Squeeky does against this. He hasn't seen any knights for a long time, and now he's gonna be like, oh no, it's the Frankish paladins. When I see this, I'm like, well, okay, it's over. But I also don't have the fighting spirit necessarily that Squeeky does. As a player, as a watcher here, I want to see him carry on. Maybe get the dub anyways. Castle goes down. TC is next on the list. What is this? 14 vills. set his sights on these villagers. 3 trebuchets, 4 or 5 trebuchets. Squeaky is in Imp, a little bit faster than other games, maybe. So props on that. And he is gonna have to double down with the Halberdier upgrade. 2 paladins find their way around the side here. Great stuff there from Tom. And, well, you know what? 126 ecos, 57k to 37k resources collected. Squeekyg gonna have to work miracles to get the win here, I think. And TomBombadil might be moving on to the losers final against Aloysian. Again, this is a recorded game, so I already know. But you guys don't know. Who is next? Who makes it through? Just those 3 paladins with, oh, I guess they've got 1 kill. Okay. And it was that guy. Squeaky's just gonna try to make as many halberdier as he can. There's elite throwing axemen from TomBombadil, and he's switching to throwing axemen. I mean, I think that's kind of the natural Frank play, and I love it actually. Conic versus Paladin, who wins? Yeah, I'll tell you who wins. Pathing. Oh my. I mean, you know what? Oh, wait a minute. You know what though? Show me the Conic. Show me what does it say about this? Strong versus infantry and archers. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was wondering if their maces were like a special counter to the Nightline or something, but this is not the case. Knights in the eco. Trebs on the main TC. Tom pop capped at 175. And he's got a lot of throwing axemen in queue. Wait. Why is this different? Capture age. Oh, well, now it updated. So he must have queued a bunch before he got their elite upgrade. And then they were split. The queues in the top right were split between throwing axemen and elite throwing axemen, but they like merged now. Interesting, interesting. Prep post doing its best, but you know, there you go. It's got 6 kills. Okay, not bad. Trebuchets, though, are rolling in, and I think Squeekyg is seeing the end. So we have a halberdier raid on the gold. Eco KD is 97 to 15. 97 to 17. It's coming back. He's bringing it back. 97, 18, 19. Okay. Squeaky with 30 villagers, 15 of which are idle. These 2 monks are safe, though. I mean, you could get conversions with these, but it might take a little bit more multitasking than is worth it. Also, the paladins have left this area, so villagers can build a mill and farm again. Oh no. Oh no, it's a massacre. Oh, they're going down. And at least you have halberdier over here. Yeah, throwing axemen seem like a natural play when, I guess, when your enemy is trying to make halbs. Melee damage at range should be pretty solid against halberdier. And you already have your castles because they're so cheap anyways, so. Is that 6 plus 2 attack? Wait, that's a halb. 0 plus 2 melee armor. 8 plus 2 attack on, or plus 4 attack on the throwing axeman. Okay, pretty good. Halbs are gonna clear this up though, because it's not micro. Tom's not looking at that. He's looking over here. He's looking at these 4 relics. I mean, if they set up the lobby correctly, that would have had a relic timer on it, because No. Never mind. There's another one here. Okay. So, not necessarily relevant, as Squeeky never did collect all 5. Paladins, man. They're crazy. They just took that fight straight up. Another castle for Tom on the left. Squeeky's trying to cockroach his way back out, but he decides, and it's time. It's time. I can end my suffering now. Frankly, Frank castles are too much. GG. Yeah, I mean, some just incredible positioning on these castles from Tom, just stopping the man-at-arms raids completely there. Squeeky finishes the TC. Okay. He has 4 villagers left. Where are they? He's still controlling these villagers. Okay. He said GG, and then he's just right-clicked them to the berries. And there we go. It's game. GG. TomBombadil takes the match 3-0 and moves on to the losers final to face Aloysian, aka Bear. He's still called Aloysian on Steam, so that's what we're going by. What his name in game is. But TomBombadil with 106 Paladin. That is not cheap. Squeekyg with 111 Halberdier. May trade economically effectively, but not in numbers. Stats wise, you know, it is what we expect to see. Economy here. I would actually like to see, I mean, worker time, effective worker time, that's good. It's a little bit advanced though, right? That's like advanced stats viewer stat. I want to see all resources collected. I like that one. That's a nice simple at a glance. Tom snowballing that. Squeekyg with a little bit, I mean, TomBombadil had some idle TC time right after he hit Castle Age. Probably was lacking on food a little bit. So Squeeky did pull ahead for a little brief second there. But Tom with the full economy win, as well as obviously those paladins and castles. Incredible stuff. TomBombadil takes 3-0. Moves on to face Aloysian. That match is actually ongoing right now. They've played 3 games and it's not over. So, you know, exciting stuff. It's not going to be a sweep.